What's up, guys? It's your man Dan here. Thought I'd come to the waterfront to show you guys this historic place here in Restigouche. So yeah, what you can see behind me here is the Restigouche. Beautiful river, has a lot of history. It's well known for one thing too, is like this bridge right here. It's called the Van Horn Bridge. And this here was built in 1958. They had like before that they had like this ferry that would go from one side to the other. But yeah, so this is a main thing of our region because it helps the import and export from the other provinces. It's a lot easier than a ferry, right? So that's one thing there. It's really something you gotta come see. And in the winter they light it up. Like at night you see like lights on it. It's pretty nice. So this is like the waterfront here. You got some condos here, people living. You got this monument here. I don't know when they built this, but it's covered at the moment. But it's what it is, this is like a fisherman, and that's a salmon. So this river here, the Restigouche, runs a lot of salmon. It's really well known for salmon. It's actually a main resource for the reserve right across here, the Mi'kmaq Reserve. That's the Listigouche, they call it. Listigouche, and or for short for Listy. They mainly use this river for say to feed their families, feed the community, and also a source of trade, right? But in recent years, like the salmon has been going down, so it's been causing a lot. I don't know, maybe that's just what I hear, but I don't know if that's the truth. But if anybody knows, let me know. So it's a little walk here, really nice. You can see like the ice forming, eh? Wait, I'm just gonna go check this out here. Look at that. It's beautiful, eh? And this river here is really muddy. They actually they call it the muddy spot. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Mi'kmaq when they first settled. They didn't settle, they were here. They were calling it the muddy spot. I don't know the name for it, but there's an actual name that they used to call it. But yeah, and here they used to dig. There used to be the Restigouche battle here, and they dug majority of like the battleships that used to be here. And there's a museum right across the bridge that you can go visit that would tell you the whole story and stuff. But yeah, there was like a famous world war here, like French Revolution. It would be between the English and the French. So yeah, here what happened, they got ambushed. They came into this river and they got ambushed from the English. Right from that point, right behind that bridge, they were sitting on a hill, and they ambushed the French when the French was coming in from the Bay of Charlard. So they're coming into this river and they got ambushed right over there, lost their ammo, their food. It was a really essential boat that they got, so made it really tough for them to recover from that battle. And that there was in 1760, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Would it be 1760? Something like that, roughly in those years. But yeah, so now this place here is majority Scottish, Irish settlement, also with Mi'kmaq culture around here. There's also Acadian. So Acadian too. Back in the day, there's about, I don't remember the year, but I think it was like in 1800s. There was about 70 Acadian families that that traveled here from PEI and resettled here up the Restigouche River up into the Matapedia. So that's, I think it was, I don't know the reason, but I remember they settled up there. So that's another thing too. We have like a lot of Acadian heritage here too. So this place is full of culture. So if you guys are wanting to visit, you know, there's a lot of things to see and a lot of history, if that's your, you know, your forte. So yeah, so what I want to show you guys next is this lighthouse that you have right in front of me here. So this is an actual, it's really old. This lighthouse here. It's in the like early 1800s, and what it is that, like, you know, it was built in, I think it was 1879, and the first, like, there was if I'm not mistaken, it was a person from Dalhousie that built it. I don't know the name, but it was a person from this region, and they made him build 6 small steel towers for it, and he got paid a certain amount for that. And that there, well, was kind of what this was meant for, was for people that coming in from the river would see this corner here. So it doesn't have its light anymore, it's deactivated. So it's not really part of like a lighthouse you can go and see, or that's working at the moment. But it's nice to see that, you know, we still have it here, and it's really nice to just come and, you know that it's that old, you know, like 1879. Like, you gotta admit that's a few hundred years almost. So yeah, so that there too, like one of the first, like, people was here. Like, he would be paid $100, I think it's a day, or I don't know how that worked in that time, like $100 or something for working for the shift, or that was like the lighthouse keeper. And afterwards it actually became a hostel. It was part of the International Hostel Association circuit, or whatever you call it, and people would be able to stay there. But what happened is that they would hire students, but they had a harder and harder time to find students to take care of it, and they eventually had to let it go. But it's still there, it's still kept up, but it's just not running, that's all. So we're gonna cross the street here. We're gonna just wait until these cars pass. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a little bit more history. So yeah, so on the side here, they actually built a few monuments that you can come and see. There's like there's a lot of Scottish and Irish settlers, like I said, right? So they actually built a Scotchman, and a little statue over here. And beside it, they have also, you know, the Acadians. I think, unfortunately, they built it, and I think the first year there was because of the thing was built on it, it was made out of brass, and it got stolen. So that's not a so yeah, I'll show you guys right here. See, so this is the Scotchman. See, from here the settlers came from Erin, arriving in Restigouche just as timber trade was beginning. So this river here was well known for its lumber, and they would like use the river to float down and then pile it up. And right down here was like a big place that they would keep all the wood, and that would be like the main economy here in Campbellton, in the Restigouche, was lumber. And fishery too. Fishery, salt salmon. There's a lot of salt fish before. And fur, a lot of fur, because there was a lot of animals, a lot of outdoors here, right? So there was a lot of things that were being used in this region that became a trade, you know? And that's because of this guy. I don't know his name. There's the first Scotchman that come here. And I don't know if they say it over here. No, I think this is more of a sponsorship to build it. So yeah, so they came like back in the 1800s and settled here. The majority stayed here. There's a few families, and then they moved down to the Rescuers by like Dalhousie and stuff. A lot of families from England settled down there, and so this whole region is pretty much Scottish, Irish, and English, you know, like, so it's pretty nice to see the culture behind it, eh? And this over here is this right here is the monument they made for Listy, for knowing that this is, you know, their land, and then it's unceded traditional territory, right? So this was for respect for that, and I really really grateful that I get to live here. And yeah, great job, guys. I like this. And that's like something you know, is really important here, right? Native culture. It has to be respected. That's what it is. I love it, and it's part of our history, and we should know about it, you know. And like, this is like the Acadian part. So here you got like the Petit Rochelle. So this was like the boat, if I'm not mistaken. It was the name of the boat or something like that. And so yeah, that may be one of the reasons why the Acadians came down the river and settled in Restigouche. That would make sense. Never thought of that. So yeah, this cross right here was made for the Acadians, for La Petite Rochelle, a symbol of resistance, the Acadian resistance. So it's called. So this is a symbol for the Acadian resistance that was in 1758. La Petite Rochelle, they call it. I don't know much of the story behind this. I would have to read it a little bit more, but I don't want to get too much for the video, or it'll be too long. So they got right here, the Grand Derangement. So it says that, like, in France, 1604 was a strategically located in a highly covered colony. So it was handed over to England and then renamed Nova Scotia. Okay, so the foundation of Halifax in 1749 led part of the Acadian population to move to French territory. Wow, I did not know that. So I kind of see. So this is where they would. Now I kind of get what it is. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is where they settled. So it's like they settled up here, and it was called the Petit Rochelle, the small rock. I think that's best translated to the Petit Rochelle. It's like the small boulder, something like that. If somebody can clarify on that, let me know. But yeah, so that's like just on this waterfront in Restigouche, Sem Boulevard. This is the street name. You have all these little historic things here, and it's still not done. Like down here, you have like a water park, and you have a civic center. So the center is like a community center. There's hockey games, there's a pool. Sometimes if you like dance, there's dance classes. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if they still do it, but squash courts. But yeah, so there's a sports center there. So when you come into town, you like sports, you can go watch a game. And usually it's on Fridays around 7 o'clock during the hockey season. So that's something you want to keep in mind if you like hockey. But yeah, so like, and like, just this is just on the waterfront. So imagine going around the region. how much history you would see, how many things you would see, people you would meet, right? And like down here, I could go show you guys. It's an old port, not an old wharf. They call it a wharf, and it was really something when I was younger. I used to come here and go on that wharf with my dad, and boats would like dock up there and everything, and they would it would be a place for people to come. But what they did is that to fix that, instead of, because it would have cost a lot to fix it, they went and made a handmade wharf right down there. So some yeah. Oh, forgot to mention too, there's a basketball net here. It's not in the best of shape, but if you're looking for a court all by yourself, there you go. Perfect place. Perfect place for those introverts. Oh, and like you can see right behind me, there's going to be a transport. Like I said, like this street here specifically is known for export and import. It's a major thing that is needed for things that come in from Brunswick or into Quebec. We're just going to wait here for them to cross, but in the meantime, I can show you right here. This is this whole, not the whole building, but the second floor. It's Rescouche River Outfitters. That's like a place that you can buy shirts, hats, anything that has like the Rescouche logo on it. Well, not the Rescouche logo, but their brand, right? And it's what builds the Rescouche. Like, it's something if you want some of a memory, right? Yeah, so now I can kind of see here. I'm going to show you the Civic Center. So this is Civic Center. It's pretty big. But yeah, so we had actually the Acadian Games here back in 2006, and they hosted a bunch of stuff here. They have a, if I'm not mistaken, it's I don't think it's an Olympic sized pool, but it's pretty big. So that's something, if you like doing laps or anything like that, that's something that's pretty good. So yeah, I'll go over here. I'll show you that. Try to show you if I can see the port over here, because we're not allowed to go on it anymore, eh? So the access on it is you can't access it. Yeah, but you can see there's a lot of people at the hockey game right now. Looks like, or maybe it's like a what do you call it, training? No, practice. Holy jeez, is that Darlene? How you doing? Oh no, I'm just going. No, don't worry, I'm not filming. No, I'm just going around showing the waterfront.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Enjoy. It's so nice out, eh?
It's nice out here. Cold winds.
The wind's a little rough.
Yeah, eh?
But it's at your back. Wait till you come back the other way.
It was a nice walk. Now I don't know anymore. Have a great day, guys. Yeah. Oh, that was an old friend. Good old Durley, in fact. Love him. Yeah, so yeah, see, like right there, you just meet anybody in town, you know, like little encounters. You love it. But yeah, so this is the Memorial Civic Center. So yeah, and it's the home of the Tigers. That's their home team. I think it's AA, they call it. I don't know I don't know the term, but it's a little younger. It's not adult hockey. That's what I know. So I'm gonna show you guys down here. It's really nice. It's like what they do in the summer. You have like a water park, and beside the water park there's like little booths that you can buy from. You can have ice cream, or you can have actually, I don't know if the canteen's still there, but there could be a canteen there that you can buy like fries and burgers and anything like that. See, when you're walking on the waterfront, this is the view you get. Like, look at this. I'm telling you, come visit. You won't miss out. You won't miss out. This building right behind me, it used to be really strange, but this whole walkway used to be a train track. There used to be like a little train that you could use to travel one side of this river to the other. And when I was a little kid, I used to go on there with my parents. And yeah, it's something just to know. It's just, if you want to see it, the train, it's actually located right by the city center mall. There's a little train there, and that's what they used to use. It was pretty fun. So here they did really nice. They added some photos of people that did in the region. See? Look at that. Really nice, eh? Boom Lane. Oh, this one I like. Right on. See, we're all like, it's a lot of culture here in the region, eh? So you have to, you gotta like culture to be here. Like art, everything. And they just so yeah, so this is like the waterfront here. So you got the right here, the water park for your kids to come and play. These are the booths, right? These booths here, what it is they would have like one would be books, or I think the SPCA comes here still. And then they would have like the canteen where those yellow beams are. That's where the canteen would be. And then beside it, that purple one over there would be the ice cream. So yeah, there was a lot of little things. And this one here, if I'm not mistaken, was crafts. And then you got your bathroom down there, with a little boat. I'm gonna show you the mural. Really nice. Like I said, a lot of artists around here. See, like, just for the bathroom, what they did is they colored the whole building. So they put like this looks like the Boom Street. I don't know where that would be. So this is this little mural they put, and this is the old ferry that they used to have here, and the ferry would be called Romeo and Juliet. They would cross over to the other side. So yeah, so that's the little waterfront here. And then like in the summer, you have like a little bit of spots here to come and eat, sit and enjoy a nice day with the family. Now I'm gonna go and show you the wharf here. Let's cross right behind here. All right, show you the wharf here. It's a really old wharf, and it's deteriorating, unfortunately, but there's nothing we can do. It just needs to be fixed, but we're slowly getting there. Slowly making, because like this here, all this here was not even here before. All this used to be all rocks, and they made everything paved. See, like they did it would be the multi-purpose cycling trail. So the government, the municipalities, some sponsors that helped pave this whole thing. So you have a full bike and walk trail that's fully paved that goes right up to the Sugarloaf Mountain and all around the waterfront. So it goes from the Rescush Experience Center right to the Sugarloaf Mountain. So it's a nice trail. It's really nice. Great job. I can't say anything more. It's the best. So you had this here, the wharf. Show you, like, I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty hard to see, but all the side, all the other side is being destroyed by erosion and stuff, eh? I'll come over here and show you guys It's really nice. Hasn't been kept up, but over the years, it's just that with erosion, it just keeps on. See, this is where it used to be. Like, all that ground is gone now. Like, that's insane, See, like, it's just falling apart, unfortunately. But I'm thinking they're gonna probably let it fall apart and like dig it up instead of destroying it, because the demolition it costs a lot more. So maybe they're waiting until it kind of decays a little bit more, and then they can kind of go in and dig it. Maybe it would be reasonable. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the waterfront here on this side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the Reskush a little bit more farther on the other side of the walk trail, and show you guys the salmon, and also the experience center. So the experience center is where there's a campground, tourism, pamphlets, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, I just made it right beside Sam. They call him the salmon, Sam the salmon. So this here is a stainless steel salmon that was built, if I'm not mistaken, from a German artist, and it's 28 feet tall. So it's a pretty big fish. I'm not gonna say that that's how big the fish are in the river. Sometimes it feels like it. But yeah, so they built this for a tribute to honor the king fish, the salmon, the Atlantic salmon. So yeah, here usually in the summer, these places here, they have like lights on with waterfalls coming down. Doesn't look too promising right now, but I'm telling you, in the summer, it's worth to come and see. Yeah, so I wouldn't swim in the water. If you do come and there's water, put your feet, but don't swim. It's because it's not really filtered water, right? So there could be bacteria in it. So just be careful. It's like a fountain. You don't drink the water from a fountain, right? So over here too, they have like little chairs, little swinging chairs in the summer. They take it off in the winter to protect them. And then there's tables over there too that you can sit on. And like during the summer, here they have like this little activity place here, all on the street, for kids to come. So that's something there you can come and enjoy with the family. So yeah, look, there's actually still stuff here. I'm gonna show you. You can see here. So they paint this whole street with activities for kids. So right beside the salmon. So anytime you come down, that's what will be happening in the summer. All right. Over here, there's an amphitheater, an outdoor amphitheater. There's outdoor activities sometimes that happen in there. It's like musicians and stuff. I think it's every Wednesday during the summer. There's a community market here on this street. So when you're in the summer and you want to go and see a little bit of culture, local products and stuff, the market right down here, it's right here, right in the middle of the road. They block this road in the summer. So this whole place here, there's a bunch of booths with all kinds of local products. For those that don't know, this building that's behind the amphitheater here was the old tourism building. Unfortunately, they had to let it go, and they moved it into the Reskush Experience Center, and that's where I'm going to bring you guys next. and just to show you how it looks around it and what is there to see there too. So yeah, so let's go there, and I'll see you guys there. So before going to the experience center, I completely forgot. I wanted to show you guys a little thing you can do at the salmon. You can actually climb behind it and have the whole view behind you. So we're gonna climb up and I'm gonna show you this view. So there's like stairs right by the salmon that you would take here, and you would climb up right up here. Let's go up here. Little boulders, makes it a little funner, eh? Just to climb and do some hiking in the middle of the city. So yeah, that's not too bad. Makes it fun. So, you guys ready for the view? Look at this view. Look at that. It's amazing living in this place. I'm telling you. But yeah, so if you ever come to Campbellton, you can do this too. Just gotta climb a bit, and it keeps on going this way, so we can. It goes like a right around the salmon. So yeah, I like that they kept that here. All right, so to the experience center. How's it going, guys? So now we're at the experience center. The lighting today is not too good, but hope you guys could see everything. So yeah, so we're on the other side of the bridge. We just came from over there. So this whole walkway connects to the paved walkway. So here you see it continues way down there at the end. A lot of people go and fish there. You're allowed to fish here on tidal waters. I don't know if you're not a resident from the province. I don't know how that works, but if you're a resident of New Brunswick, you can come and fish here without a license. I imagine for tidal water. It has to be tidal water, and I think it's just for trout. Can't fish salmon. That's something, doesn't matter what season. If you do fish salmon, it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's catch and release, so you have to catch it and release it at the same time. It's just more of a sport, right? But yeah, so a lot of people come and fish here. It's a beautiful little spot, not right here, but more or less way down there. But yeah, you can see like the ice is building up already. This is a good sign. We want the ice to build because it stops flooding. And these times, like actually last year, there was a lot of flooding, and this is because this ice wasn't built. But this stops actual waves to be formed from storms and stuff. Stops the waves from crashing. That's another thing too. And like right beside me here, it's a little fireplace. In the summer, or I don't know in the winter if you can, but I know in the summer right here they do certain little events, like musicians that sit here, play some music while people come and listen. Then here, inside here, you actually, that's where you would get your tourism information and stuff, a little about information on the region, or where you can visit, where you can eat. Sometimes, right now, I don't think there's a restaurant in there. There's usually a restaurant. So that's something too. There's some place to eat if it is here when you get here. So yeah, so there's a lot of things you can come and see here on the waterfront. Like it's unreal. So this is like the nice fireplace, eh? My God, such a nice fireplace. So I'm gonna show you guys just the building here a bit. And it's really made nice. Like it's like a log cabin. It's closed right now, so we can't really go in. I would have showed you like inside and things you could see. And but like, look at the structure. Like, it's all made out of, I don't know if that's real rock. It feels like real rock. It's hard. It's probably like cement, like they kind of carve it. Yeah, everything's made out of wood. Really nice job they did here. Yeah, nice big porch here. So if a restaurant is here, like, imagine possibility, you know, like come and eat outside, enjoy the view. Really nice. Now right over there, it's really small, but there's the remains of an old wood mill, and also the remains of a church that caught on fire here on our reserve and lost a lot of their records. And it's really sad. It was a big event. A lot of things got destroyed, and it's really not it's not fun. So here too, there's a campground. I think it's just trailer. It's a trailer park, not campground. So you can't really bring tents here. It's more or less RVs and trailers. But yeah, there's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, about 50 to 70 lots. So there's a lot of space, if ever. You're right by the water, right by the bridge, right by all the anemones, they call it, anemones. All the things you need, so it's pretty close. That's another thing too. So yeah. You know, it's insane to live in this region. And just to be able to come here freely and enjoy this view, it's priceless, you know. And people ask, why do we live in this region? Well, I think that's all I need to say. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed the little history walk we did here on the waterfront, and I hope to see you in the future. Comment what you would like to have on these vlogs, or anywhere you would want to see in the region, and subscribe if you like it. And I hope to see you soon, guys. I'm just going to enjoy the view a bit here.